Welcome to sportsbookraeview.com. I'm Flash, and it's Serie A. 8-1 out of the first 9 games of this weekend's card of going over 1.5, and we happen to have the one. Now I'm going to have Tancredi and Alex. They put on a show last week. We have absolutely hit the post of that parlay. There was a few dodgy old results as well, but first of all, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we can notify you. You'll never miss any content, whether it's on YouTube, StreamYard, whatever it is, we will make sure we get to you. And if you press a link in the description, that'll take you over to our articles from maybe Dave or Alex or Martin and on all our soccer pages. Also, there'll be other articles from other writers on other sports. Now, let's get this weekend out of the way very quickly because we hit the absolute post. But we've got some really good fixtures. And by the way, I've come up with a plus 700, minimum plus 700 parlay, and it's only 5 matches. So Alex and Tancredi, welcome. Tan, what was your highlight for the weekend?
Buongiorno, guys. Buongiorno, Flash.
Buongiorno, well, Tan.
I have to say that at a certain moment, when I was, I would say, middle of Sunday, I was like, come on, I have to miss one. Because I was right on the spot with everything. Over 1.5 goals with the Lazio Sassuolo, over 1.5 goals with Juventus Atalanta. Then I don't remember where are the two. I don't remember, but something had to be wrong at a certain moment. Double chance with Sampdoria. I don't remember which one. With something I was wrong, but it was so good that I looked like Alex or you. I don't even look at like me.
You did good. You did good, Tan. Alex, Tan did good. Let's pat him on the back, eh?
Of course. I don't know why you are saying to us that we hit the post because
we went 8. Well, listen. The third, we said we was going to go for 9 out of 10, and if we get over 1.5 goals tonight, then we've gone 8-1. And just the one game's failed to go over.
Remember, that is your parlay. We didn't hit the post.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Me and Dan, we didn't.
It's a we. It's a team game, Alex. When we win, it's in us.
You forgot that we gave also many great bets. I went 7-2 with the banker in. I was 100% sure that Milan will get the equalizer against Napoli. It was a little bit not fair, to be honest, but luck is part of the game. And of course, this is what we are here for. We again saw the Alex's last minute goal on both games, Fiorentina, Verona. And on Parma, Bologna. What a comeback from Parma to take 1 point from that match. But yes, we did. It was an excellent round of fixtures. And I hope that it will be another great one. How many rounds we had till now? 6, if I remember correct.
6, yeah.
And in 5 of them, we were profitable. So
and Sassuolo did well again for us. I mean, they just keep scoring. I loved their effort and their energy. I thought Napoli, although it was a 2-2 draw, I think both are okay sides, but Napoli seem to have a nice vigor and energy about them, and I want to be with them this week. And also, remember, we're going to put 2 selections through for the 6-match parlay, of which we went 4-2, but both Serie A selections came in. Parma, both teams to score, and the Alex Classic in the Juventus game. Now, Tan, I'm going to start with you. Just because it's Alex's team. Atalanta, minus 625. Draw, plus 700. And Brescia at plus 1100.
Look.
Go on, Tan.
I thought it was me. Yeah, I saw you.
It was you.
Look, for how easy seems this one, Brescia let their game against Roma slip away too easy. Atalanta was massive against Juventus. Massive. They were one of the best performance overall in European football scene in this season. It was fantastic. Only luck, if it is luck, gave Juventus the draw. But never mind don't forget one factor in this game. Is the most important derby for Brescia and Atalanta. It's the biggest rivalry. And it is true that rivalry is not enough. but Brescia are in that feeling, in that mood of someone that has lost practically everything. So probably it's the last thing that they can give to their fans, the pride of getting something in the rivalry against Atalanta that are performing so good. All in all, I think that the quality of Atalanta will come out, even if maybe not at the very beginning. We saw that against Sampdoria, against Napoli, they were actually dosing their strengths. So I say, and it is very rewarding if you believe in that, I say draw half-time and Atalanta to win full-time, which is at 4.0 European odds.
And that also then means that we're going to get one of the 10 classics of the most goals scored in the second half. Alex, I like this one. It's part of my banker. It's my first leg of the 5-team banker. And I'm just going to go Atalanta minus 1.5.
There is no value in that Atalanta minus 1.5.
Well, it is when you're sticking with my other 4 because it comes to 700.
Yeah, for a parlay, yeah, it is. And I almost shed a tear when Tam said that it was one of the most massive games in European football for Atalanta against Juventus. I had some goosebumps. So he's talking with so much energy, and of course that I love Atalanta and I support them. Imagine they would have win that game. And they would be now, I don't know, 5 points. Yes, 5 points behind Juventus with 6 rounds to go. That would have been a very nice for us. I'm really sure that Atalanta will come second at the end of this season. I don't know. I have this feeling that they will come second. They are just 1 point behind Lazio. That Lazio, I don't know what is happening with them. 3 defeats in a row there. I can't trust Lazio right now to bet on them to win a game. No, I will not do that. But Atalanta, and tomorrow we have the Champions League discussion and a pretty nice game against Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain with no games since March. So it will be.
They did have a pre-season friendly yesterday, and they were 5-0 up at half-time. So they're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, okay. They had a season friendly. Brescia, I don't know. I wanted to see a nice value for this match. I wanted to see Atalanta to win both halves. I wanted to see Atalanta over 2.5 goals team totals, but all of them are under 1.6. So there is no play for that. Just a lean, which I find very nice. I think that at 1.95 you can still find it. Atalanta to win 2-0.
Yeah, I like that because I think they score at least 2 goals. And my selection, first leg of the 5-leg parlay, is Atalanta minus 1.5. Now, remember, you're our third guest and you've done a great job. So when we had the 2 selections that went through for the SBR 6-match parlay, and we got 2 out of 2 in Serie A. So we're doing our end of the bargain. The Premier League and La Liga, 1 in each, let us down. Then let's move on then, because we've got Milan at minus 227, draw plus 333, and Parma plus 600. I'm just sticking Milan in at minus 227, and that's the second leg of the parlay. Just win, don't complicate it.
I think you can put it. You can put it carelessly, not carelessly, but I mean there is confidence in that.
Yeah, there's confidence.
I even raise the bet as you are getting that, so I give a bit more. Now everybody should stick to what they know. So as Italian, we stick to winning World Cups. This is the front page of Gazzetta dello Sport when we won the 4th World Cup in 2006. The anniversary was only 3 days ago. That's why my shirt. I should stick to the draw first half because it is something that I know. And look, I think that in this Milan-Parma can happen exactly the same combo I just said in Atalanta-Brescia. Draw, half-time, Milan to win second half is the same, very high European odds. It's at 4.0. Because anyway, Parma, even if they were 2 goals down against Bologna, it seemed very weird. It seemed weird that they weren't deserving to lose in that way. And it was equally crazy the way they recovered. But anyway, Parma are always giving their performance. Milan against Parma will struggle because Parma likes to play in counter-attack, and Milan struggle if they find a team that is closing in front of them. So it will not be easy for them to open the game. I believe also a bit of fatigue for the game against Napoli. That was the last one on Sunday night. So I believe it will take a bit of time to open the game, but then to win. So that combo, which is, again, very rewarding.
Yeah, and again, it's the Tan classic of halftime draw and the most goals to be scored in the second half. And the Pronostica says that Paris Saint-Germain are on fire. They won 9-0. I think they were playing Le Havre. But again, it's a different kettle of fish when you have...
Whom they played? Le Havre. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Such a great team, Le Havre.
Listen,
wow.
You're biased. Atalanta, neither of them get through to the final because they have to come against my Atletico Madrid, which I tipped up to you all at 12-1. And it looks like now they're going to have a clear path to the final. Alex, are you going to be against my Milan just straight outright win?
Yeah, I'm not betting on Milan. They were superb against Napoli yesterday. I saw the match. They were in the first half, at least they were very nice. In the second half, Napoli dominated, and they were very unlucky not to get the 3 points with that penalty. Of course, both teams had their chances in the second half, but Napoli a lot of chances, and they were so close. And I'm thankful that they didn't win, because I had Milan draw double chance, and I had also both teams to score. And over 2.5 goals, sorry, not both teams to score. Parma, amazing draw with 2 goals in the injury time. Who was against that? It was a very bad beat for whoever was on that bet. But I was very good at the end with both teams to score in that game. Gervinho didn't play it. Kulusevski, I think that he came from the bench. He was benched, and he came, I don't know, half an hour. He played 45 minutes. I don't remember exactly. So I think that both of them will play against Milan. Both teams to score for me at 1.75. I think that Parma will find the back of the net against Milan. And I think for an parlay bet, or for an accumulator bet, how we say in Europe, Parma with plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.65 is a valuable bet. I don't think that Parma will lose with more than 1 goal difference. That in case they will lose it.
Well, let's hope they do. Let's hope they do, because obviously that's the second leg of the parlay now. Third leg of the parlay coming up. Bologna plus 275, draw plus 260, and Napoli minus 110. I like Napoli here. I think they're going to get better and better. They've just got to keep the back door closed, Tan.
And imagine with that back door closed, what I could bet in this game. If you think, no, is he going again with something involving draw at the first half? Yes, he is going again with something involving draw at the first half. This time around, I will just leave the draw at the halftime, which is at 2.37 European odds, very high again, because Mihailovic at Bologna is always playing intense games. Not always is getting the quality that he wants, but he's always playing intense game. Napoli produced a lot of football against Milan. So as for Milan, I think coming off from the game, they will feel a bit. It will cost them to get into the action. So I think that by the beginning, at least at the halftime, it will be a draw. I'm not sure about what will happen as the final outcome, so I just get the halftime draw at this time.
Okay, I'll tell you what, it's just copy and paste at the minute, Alex. Draw halftime, draw halftime, draw halftime. Are you a little bit worried for my Napoli going as my third leg as my parlay?
I'm a little bit worried because they played very nice against Milan with a lot of energy and a lot of. I think that they let everything, and I saw a lot of players losing their energy in the last 10 minutes of the game. Let's say 5 minutes. They couldn't run anymore. You could see that they couldn't press anymore. I thought that we'll have a final. Show from Napoli when I saw 5 minutes of injury time. So I said, I wanted not to happen like that, but something was telling me, okay, they will go, but they didn't because their energy level were at 1% and they couldn't anymore. So I think that they will pay the bill for that match against AC Milan. I can see an Alex Classic here at 1.91, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals, because Bologna are a team that are scoring. They have a strong attacking firepower, and I believe that they will find the back of the net against Napoli.
Okay, Tan, can you just give me a little update on what the weather's like over there, and if it's affecting the players' fatigue, and are they struggling to get through the 90 minutes?
Yeah, as I said in the last episode, I said I start to see that the fatigue is catching on them. Now, yesterday, luckily, was a fresh day, more or less, everywhere in Italy, but not on Saturday. So who had the bad luck to play on Saturday found it more difficult. Think about Lazio that was playing in Lecce. Lecce is very southern Italy. It's in front of Greece, of Albania, Lecce. So it's very hot. Now, obviously, playing in the night is different. But one thing I was saying is I see that it's costing them more to get into the game. Now, if you look, first of all, in this last round, there were not so much, but less goals than in the previous rounds. And second, in many games, it took a lot to see goals. Several were the games that finished 0-0 at the halftime or 1-0, which is something that was unusual in the previous rounds. And I think that is something that is starting to enlarge as a phenomenon.
Excellent. Okay, well, Tan, thanks for being the weatherman as well. I've got to mention this. Cachetri Roussan says, Alex, you're looking more handsome today. Just give him a little wink, Alex, you know that. Luffy's asking about the Champions League. Luffy, just tune in tomorrow and we will go through all the Champions League. But don't give me no rubbish about Atalanta and PSG when they're in the side. Atletico Madrid at plus 1,200 in a 66-1 treble. First 2 legs are in. So listen, I'll have no Atletico Madrid negativity if you don't mind. Okay, so remember, the Napoli's going in. That's leg 3 of the 5-team parlay. Sampdoria plus 100, draw plus 260, Cagliari plus 260. I like the home side here, Alex.
Pass.
Hey, Alex, you said that without moving your lips.
Yes, pass. It's a big, huge pass. I don't know. Cagliari. Oh my God. No, don't give me Cagliari. They disappointed me in the last 2 rounds. And like I passed the Inter game today, but I'm seeing both teams to score. I am passing Cagliari for this round. I'll return to Inter today as we speak because they will play against the SPAL, who are in vacation, but we'll talk about them in the final game. But Cagliari, no, don't give me Cagliari.
Okay, I'll take the pass.
If I see Sampdoria taking at least 1 point from both.
Why do you talk more about a game when you've passed it than you do when you give me a selection?
Because I really think that there is plenty of value in Sampdoria.
Yeah, I do.
But I don't know. I cannot play this match.
Yeah, I think if you play the game, you just go with a straight home win. What do you think, Tan?
Look, Sampdoria, Cagliari, probably also Fiorentina, maybe 1 or 2 teams more are those kind of teams at this moment that can be a bit of sleep busters. of your accumulator bastards, because they are a bit crazy. Crazy not because they play a fantastic football, but because they start very slow, very tight, and then they expose their defensive shakiness. Sampdoria now are safe, but if you look, for example, at Udinese Sampdoria last round, which, my bad, I told you to take off from your parlay because I didn't see more than 1 goal to be scored, then it finished 1-3. But if you look at the game, it was so tight and boring for 75 minutes, and then, bam, everything happening in the last quarter of the last quarter minutes. And I think Sampdoria Cagliari can be the same. Two, let's say it, boring teams that by the time it gets till of the end of the clock, so minute 70, they start just to be more lazy in defense and conceding goals. So I go with an easy both teams to score, which is actually the good odds, considering the kind of bet, which is 175 European odds.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit of an echo from one of you two boys. I don't know which one it is who's actually watching the show at the same time as actually being on it. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm happy to leave the game alone, to be honest. Sampdoria plus 100 for me is probably decent value, but this next side, I don't even want to mention their name because obviously we've had 8-1. 8 out of 9 games went over 1.5. Lecce plus 260, draw plus 260, Fiorentina plus 105. This could well be an unders, Tan.
It could, but I prefer to go on both teams to score here as well. It's a low odds. It's more of a safe odds. It's 1.57 in European odds, counting more on Lecce that got much less than they should have got against Cagliari. If you happen to find the highlights of Cagliari Lecce, you won't see some great football, but there are some 2 posts hit by Lecce that were much easier to score, like open goal, and you cannot even understand how they could not score. And for this reason, they have been leapfrogged again by Genoa, so now it's them, the third from the bottom, that can be relegated. So this means that are much more motivated. In their identity, there is to go out there and look for the win, an offensive team, much more here. This will facilitate Fiorentina that normally can't find the goal. So that's why I say both teams to score.
Okay, well, Barca, who's been absolutely on fire over the weekend. I think he gave us one selection in the English Premier League, where it was plus 650. He's going for Lecce, double chance at 1.85. Ryan Hong says, Flash, are you reading my comments? I haven't seen your comments, Ryan. What are you saying? There's plenty chat. Now, listen, there's 110 of you watching. We've had 40 thumbs up already. That's above average for you. Before I have to say to you, can you give these boys a little thumbs up? You know the entertainment they put on. Now then, Alex, Lecce Fiorentina, can we go unders?
No, I'm totally with Barca man there. Draw double chance on Lecce, fade Fiorentina for now. I had Verona draw double chance against Fiorentina. Fiorentina scored in the last minute of the game to win that 1 point, to secure that one, to save 1 point from that game. But unimpressed with this Fiorentina side. But I have 2 plays. This is one of them, and the second one is under 3 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.83. I don't think that we'll see more than 3 goals. So in case we'll see 3 goals, it will be a void. In case we'll see less than 3 goals, it will be a win. So both of them, I like them a lot. Lecce will fight for their lives, like Genoa will. We'll talk about them later. They are playing against Torino in the midweek, and Fiorentina are a fade to me. I don't know. They are showing nothing, zero, absolutely zero.
Okay, Jack Meek says, do you fancy Fiorentina and under 2.5? Then that means if you fancy Fiorentina, then you've got to go win to nil as well. No, we don't fancy him. We're going to go with Lecce double chance at 1.85. What I've heard, that's the best way to go, because I can see this being 0-0 and with a double chance at 1.85. You go with a home side. Now, there's another team that I struggle to trust. Roma minus 175, draw plus 320, Verona plus 425. 10.
Indeed. I mean, odds actually are completely in favor of Roma, so it is something to consider. But as you said, they are so untrustable. The win against Brescia, so round, I think it's more due to the limits of Brescia, that had even to replace their goalkeeper and to make debut an absolute beginner in the goal, because in the warm-up, the Finnish national team goalkeeper got injured. I think Verona are a great side. Against Fiorentina, it was only bad luck, to be honest. They always show they are a great side. I don't know if they will be good enough to make points again, but I'm sure they'll put up a battle, and Roma are quite vulnerable. So that's why I go with both teams to score. It's a normal odds. It's 1.66 in European odds.
Okay, 1.66. I'd quite like Verona double chance, to be honest, Alex. I mean, I like Roma when it's goals involved, but at the moment they seem to be, they're not quite at it, maybe only 80%.
Yeah, I don't know if people are seeing a 3-0 for Roma against Brescia, they will say that Roma went, destroyed them, and that's it. They return home with the 3 points. But it's not actually like that. This is why it's very important to watch the game. This is it's very important to take the pulse, to take the heartbeat of a team, to see where they are at. And no, I'm not impressed at all with Roma here. They have no chance for the Champions League positions. The Champions League positions are done. Nobody will catch Inter, Atalanta, Lazio, and Juventus. But Roma are still fighting for that Europa League group
Are they
stage.
fighting though, Alex? Do you think they're fighting?
Yes, I think they are. I think that they would love to participate and to play in Europe next season. Let's see how that will be, because now we have the Champions League and the Europa League quarterfinals in one leg, one in Germany and the other in Portugal. Let's see when they will restart. The new season will restart, how it will be. We love to see right now Serie A and all the other leagues, but I have some reserves regarding the next season, because the coronavirus is back and kicking, as I see in all the entire world, mostly in Europe, that everybody is going in vacations right now and they are spreading the virus. This is what they say. I don't know. I'm not touched yet. Hopefully I will not be. Yes, I like this Verona side. I liked them against Inter a lot, at least in the first half. I like them against Fiorentina. Again, they could have take all the all the 3 points there. It's tempting to go with the draw double chance, but I would rather go with the Verona +1 on the Asian handicap at 1.82. But I will also go with under 3 goals again at 1.86. I don't see a ton of goals here. Verona are not the type of defensive side as Brescia. They are very, very organized at the back, and they will make it really tough for Roma to score plenty of goals. On the other side, yes, they won 3-0. Again, not convincing win from Roma, but let's not forget that Dzeko was benched, and he came in the second half, and probably right now he played 10 minutes or something like that, 13 minutes against Brescia, and probably he will be in the first 11. But still, I like my +1 at 1.82 and also under 3 goals at 1.86.
Okay, yeah, Luffy, we're going to do La Liga tomorrow, so look out there for the schedule. Jack Meek, you're having an absolute nightmare, my lad, because you went for Fiorentina, not for us, and now you want to go for Roma to win and both teams to score, not for us neither. So let's move on to the goal scoring exploits. And everyone's favourite second side at the moment is Sassuolo at +450, draw +300, and Juve at -175.10.
When Sassuolo play, it's game of goals. Summer is coming, and it will be again this time. It's not a TV series, it's reality, it's football, and Sassuolo make it happen. And will it make it happen again against Juventus that we saw? They have so much trouble when they have to face a counterpart that is actually playing football with quality and not only defending. When Milan finally came out playing football, they struggled. Atalanta whipped them away. Never mind the result, was just two lucky, really two random penalties. And Sassuolo, even if they don't have the quality in their players of Atalanta, but they do have the collective football. Juventus might anyway make the most of the spaces that Sassuolo is leaving behind, but it is certainly sure that every game Sassuolo is giving fun, is giving goals. Not only it will happen over 2.5 goals in this game, and both teams to score, but I go for what has been at least in this weekend, my bank, so over 1.5 goals in the second half, which in Sassuolo Juventus is at 172 European odds.
So 172, and that's over 1.5 in the second half. Alex, just a pseudo score.
I think so, yeah. Why not? I mean, they are scoring goals for fun. They are playing superb. They are attacking all the time. They are a super counter-attack team. Always, everybody, when they play against Juventus, they will play their best game, you know. And Sassuolo are playing their best game against any team since the restart of the Italian top flight league. So banker for me, both team to score and the over 2.5 goals. Alex Classic at 1.8. But I have also a little surprise here. Half stakes on Juventus to score from a penalty at 4.3 and penalty in the game at 2.3. Half stakes on both of those.
Yeah, that's quite shrewd, Alex, because there's been more penalties scored in Serie A since the resume.
And then many on Juventus' favor. And Cristiano Ronaldo scored 11 in 28 goals this season, only from penalty. And he's 1 goal away from Ciro Immobile and 6 goals away from Lewandowski for the European Golden Shoe. So I think that we are in maybe Cristiano Ronaldo anytime goal scorer, but I think that is small. I think that is around 1.7. I wouldn't risk it. But if it is Juventus to have a penalty and them to score at 4.3, maybe you can go, if you have, I don't know, a bookie that is offering that, Cristiano Ronaldo to score a goal from a penalty kick, you know?
Well, I know he's not going to let anyone else take it. I mean, can you imagine if he was to win the Golden Boot, if say 15 penalties? Yeah. What an absolute joke that would be. When listen, I'm thinking Immobile's out with a washing as well. I mean, he's not looking good at all. I mean, you got Higuain that's not looking good. There's so many of these strikers that have come back, and they.
I mean, it will be a very big shame if Cristiano Ronaldo will take the Golden Boot, the European Golden Boot, because Lewandowski was pure gold all season long.
I can't see it. I cannot see it.
But I said 5 rounds ago that Cristiano Ronaldo will be top scorer in Serie A at the end of the season, because I'm really seeing that Ciro Immobile is struggling since restart, and Lazio are, as a team, they are struggling. So probably if Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, will be 1 down in the last round, I think that he will still win the Golden Boot in Italy at least.
Well, it's one of those. As long as Lewandowski still gets the credit, because he's by far and away the best out-and-out striker. And probably in world football, I would say, if not just European football. Let's move on. I quite like this game. I think you're going to get plenty of value as well. Udinese plus 260, draw plus 260, Lazio at minus 105. Cannot touch Lazio with anybody's money 10.
It is very hard. To be honest, it's impossible for me to make a prediction on the final result, because Lazio are mental at the moment. to be honest, they are afraid of their shadow. I mean, maybe they would only beat SPAL for sure in this moment. They lost to Lecce easily. And Udinese also are quite unpredictable because it's one of the less attractive football in Italy. But if I'm not mistaken, they took 6 points out of 9 in the last 3 rounds, and without even struggling that much. So to be honest, Lazio don't look like they are able to restore their faith. But at least sometimes there is some quality popping up. It will be hard because, as you mentioned, Ciro Immobile was actually fairly ahead of Lewandowski in the Golden Boot before the lockdown. He was being clinical Sunday on, Sunday off completely, and now he's completely gone. Milinkovic-Savic is playing on an injury, so it's very hard. But I see that maybe the mental situation will bring some mental mood by the end of this game. So I say, not easy, but I would say both teams to score at 170 European odds.
Okay, both teams to score. I see Udinese here. I don't know about maybe draw no bet, the home side, Alex, but I can't be with Lazio.
Yeah, you can't trust Lazio at all, so I wouldn't bet anyone's money on Lazio. And to be honest, there is no value there. Yes, they are priced at 2.04, but I would think that a good price would be around 2.5 here. Yes, they are second, but the way they are playing right now is messed up. You will say that Udinese are not one of the top teams in the league, but it really doesn't matter because they lost to Sassuolo, they lost to Lecce, a relegation side. They got destroyed by AC Milan 3-0. So probably the over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.88 looks the value bet here, if you ask me. Udinese will probably contribute on the scoreboard. Lazio are conceding right now. They're struggling at the back. Probably they will come. But we said it also last weekend, that they will be eager to bounce back after 2 defeats and blah, blah, blah. But we also trusted Sassuolo. So, don't bet on the winner's market. Or, I don't know, maybe a draw. Who knows basically what will happen in this game? Maybe, I don't know. But still, just a lean here over 2.5 goals at 1.88. We could easily see a 1-1 final score.
Yeah, no, we could. I mean, I like both teams to score at 1.7. I'm going to put a little star next to that because remember, I need 2 selections from Serie A, 100% record. We've had 4 selections in the SBR 6-match parlay, and all 4 from Serie A have come through. So I'm quite happy. I think I'm probably going to go with Udinese and Lazio, both teams to score and push that through. Now,
I think that you shouldn't touch that match in that 6th match parlay.
Well, as you say, that's my parlay because when it loses, it's my parlay, and when it's wins, it's ours.
No, I never took credit for that. So it's your parlay.
I gave you credit, and I give you credit. I mean, listen, there's no credit lost on Serie A because obviously we're 100% with our selections. Now, Torino plus 100, draw plus 250, Genoa plus 260, and this is another game that I don't quite like, Tan.
Yeah, it's very hard to like any game where Torino is involved, to be honest. It's one of the most, I don't know, I think that... you can challenge your power of survival watching, like how long they can stand something boring. 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, on repeat. That happens often with the Torino games. Now, you should mind one aspect with this game. Genoa will play the day after Lecce have played. If Lecce makes point against Fiorentina, this means that they will... overlapping back Genoa in that crucial capital third from the bottom spot. This can give a different motivation because if Lecce lose to Fiorentina, maybe Genoa can also start slowly and don't push for the win. Otherwise, it's different. Also, Lecce and Genoa, that are fighting for that relegation last spot, can probably drag down, maybe if they are able, only one team more. So, and that one is Torino. So both Torino and Genoa I believe, will enter the game having much to lose than to win. So it will take time to open a game, and we know that anyway with Torino it's always taking time. That's why, guess what? I'm going with draw at the halftime at, listen to this, 220 European odds.
Nice. I quite like that. I think that's really, really good. Plus 120 on the draw half time. Alex, I think that Tan's pulled one out of the bag there.
I mean, we are used with the Tan Classic here, draw at halftime. So of course he will. He was saying about watching Torino games. I would rather watch commercials than a Torino game. They are better to be honest. But I liked Genoa against SPAL. I really like them, at least in the second half.
Yeah.
But it was against SPAL, okay, not to give them a lot here. But absolutely, they will come here for the win. They are in direct fight to also with Torino. Imagine if Genoa will win against Torino and Inter will win against Torino today. Genoa will approach to 1 point, and it will be a one-on-one there for with Lecce for that final spot of relegation, because Brescia and SPAL, I think that they are bye-bye in the second tier league. Genoa draw double chance at 1.74.
Okay, 1.74 for the old double chance. Okay, we're going to have to start getting our heads together now. You in the chat, get your heads together. Start giving me some of the two selections that need to go through for the 6-match parlay. Remember, Serie A selections between you, us, and Alex and Tan. We're 100%, so make sure that we hold our end of the bargain up. Now, last game, SPAL plus 650, draw plus 400, and Inter at minus 275. And I'm not complicating this. I'm going to take the minus 275, stick it in with the other 4, and it pays over 700. Tan.
Obviously, that odds also, and that kind of how the game and the teams get in it, always, it's all going for the odds. I even do it, I raise it because minus 275 is already, you took it and it's too easy. I would say that when Inter are winning, they do with margin. The problem is when they are not winning. So if you believe, and I do believe, that Inter will win this game, then probably there will be a good gap, a good margin. And I checked, and Inter to win with a handicap of 1 goal, it is pretty good. It's a 2.0 European odds. I believe that Inter will at least win near 2 or near 3 or whatever, at least near 2. So an Inter to win with 2.0 European odds, in my opinion, is steal and run, grab and run.
Stealing it. I expect you to come along on Thursday when our next edition of Serie A comes along, wearing a mask, Tan. Alex, can I trust Inter to score more than 1? Is it Inter to win an over 1.5? And then obviously the plus 700 would go up.
Just for our viewers to be sure that Tan was saying about minus 1 European handicap. So that's minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. Yeah. And the odds are very big right now, 2.06. SPAL are on invocation right now. They are they're not playing nothing. They are bye-bye. So many of their players, despite being on the field, they are in vacation. You don't see them. They are drinking water. They are watching on their mobile. They are posting an Instagram story inside during the play. You see them, but you don't see them. So I'm seeing Inter. I'm against the Tan Classic here. So I'm going Inter to win halftime, full time at 2.0.
At 2.0. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. With a 6-match parlay, I'm going to put Inter in at minus 1.5, and that's plus 106. Now, can we have a little bit of conferring? First of all, before I get you to run down, I need the other selection. But first of all, if you like this video as much as we seem to like it and everyone in the chat seems to like it, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. And if you ring the bell, that means we can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And with these two clowns, you don't never want to miss them. They are entertainment right from the very highest level. Also, you can press the link in the description and that'll take you over to Dave, Alex, Martin, all the soccer articles on our soccer pages. And also we can go over there. There'll be other writers and also they'll be on loads of other sports. So please enjoy, and remember, stick your thumbs up, show a bit of appreciation to the work that these boys are doing, and listen, so a bit of appreciation for yourselves as well, because you are part of this show. Alex, give me your little recommendation at the end, please, after you give me a rundown of your bets.
Milan, Parma, both team to score at 1.75. Bologna, Napoli, Alex Classic at 1.91. Verona +1 on the Asian handicap at 1.86. Roma, Verona under 3 goals at 1.86. Lecce, draw double chance at 1.85. Lecce, Fiorentina under 3 at 1.83. Sassuolo, Juventus, Alex Classic, which is also my recommendation at 1.8 for your second selection from the Serie A from the 6 parlay, from the 6-match parlay. Half stakes on Juventus to score a penalty at 4.3 and penalty in the match at 2.3, so it doesn't really matter who will take the penalty. Udinese, Lazio pass. Genoa draw double chance at 1.74. Inter halftime, full time at 2.0. And my banker is Sassuolo versus Juventus, Alex Classic at 1.8.
Okay, that's brilliant. Tan, give me your little rundown. And if you've got, and I don't want to be hearing, halftime draw is my recommendation, all right?
Okay, rundown. Atalanta Brescia, draw half time, Atalanta to win full time. Bologna Napoli, draw half time. Milan Parma, draw half time, Milan to win full time. Sampdoria Cagliari, both teams to score. Lecce Fiorentina, both teams to score. Roma Verona, both teams to score. Sassuolo Juventus, over 1.5 goals in the second half. Udinese Lazio, both teams to score. Torino Genoa, draw at the half time. SPAL Inter to win with 1 goal handicap. Now, my recommendation would be this one on SPAL Inter to win with 1 goal handicap, which is at 2 European odds, but it is also in your parlay. But if I have to pick one, I would say Atalanta Brescia, draw half time, Atalanta to win full time. It's at 4 European odds. It's not like a bank, but it's much rewarding than going with an easy one.
I would bet my mother-in-law for that.
I bet you would. I would bet your mother-in-law for that.
Oh,
maybe
don't come here because maybe you will get in love. Don't even think about that.
Tan, when I asked for your recommendation and I said don't be doing no draw half time, it would help if you looked at the camera and just saw me going like this. Because honest to God.
Because it was a combo.
I was hearing blah blah blah. That's all I was hearing.
It was a combo. It was a combo with the full time.
I'm going for Napoli to win. Minus 110. You may be able to get really like plus 100 or something like that.
So excuse me, why you are giving us credit when you are doing stuff from your head right now? Come on. Don't give us credit.
I only give you credit when we win, all right? I don't ever pull you in. Okay. But you've given me Inter. You've given me Inter, and you give me a lot of confidence as well with the half-time, full-time, Alex. So I'm going to go with Inter. Our 2 that we're going to put forward are Inter minus 1.5, and we're going to go in Napoli just to win the game. And we're going to go with Atalanta minus 1.5, Milan to win, Napoli to win, Juve to win, and now we're going to go Inter and over 1.5. And I'm telling you now, that is going to be no less than plus 700. So go and enjoy it. I'll keep you updated on Twitter, but make sure you play this video back so that you don't miss a thing. That parlay, I fancy it quite strong. That strong that I wouldn't put the mother-in-law on it, Alex. Okay, Alex, great show as always. We'll see you again soon. Just to let everyone know that on Thursday, around this time, maybe a little bit later, and I think it's around this time, we're going to do Serie A again, Tan. So, Tan, keep up the great work. I hope there's plenty draws at halftime, apart from in the Inter game where Alex has gone halftime, full-time Inter. So we'll see you all soon. Thanks for everyone in the chat. Press the thumbs up on your way out. Enjoy, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.